If you want something different in your life, if you're tired of the way things are, you have to do something about it. And yes, I know, change can be terrifying. But let me ask you this. What scares you more, changing or staying exactly where you are? Let's picture this. You're 35, stuck in a job you hate. Every morning, you drag yourself out of bed, feeling tired and frustrated before the day even begins. You're losing your passion, and life feels like it's slipping through your fingers. Now, fast forward 10 years. If nothing changes, you'll be in the same place, but older and even more stuck. If you can't break free now, what makes you think it'll be any easier later? Right now, you're focused on what's directly in front of you. But let's zoom out for a second. You can't go back and change the beginning of your story, but what if you could rewrite the middle? What if the best chapters of your life are still ahead of you? Too many people get paralyzed by overthinking. They worry about what might happen if they make the wrong choice. But here's the truth. You'll never know how things could have turned out if you don't take action. Maybe you skip college to start a business, and it's a huge success. But then, something unexpected happens. You can't predict the future, so why waste time worrying? Just make a decision and go for it. Change is inevitable. You're either growing or you're shrinking. There's no standing still. You know, I believe in you, but that doesn't matter unless you believe in yourself. This journey won't be easy. Transitioning from where you are to where you want to be will test you. But remember this, what you want has to be bigger than what you're afraid of losing. I'm not here to tell you what your next move should be. I'm here to ask you, what's next? What's the next big thing you're going to do with your life? But before you get lost in your own struggles, remember this, someone out there has it tougher than you. Would you trade places with them? Probably not. If we all wrote down our problems and swapped papers, you'd quickly realize that your struggles might not be as bad as you thought. You'd likely want your own problems back. The point is, don't throw a pity party. Instead, ask yourself, why not me? Why shouldn't I face these challenges? Life isn't all sunshine and rainbows. The good stuff comes with a fair share of bad, but those struggles, they're what make you stronger. The question is, will you let life knock you down, or will you use it as fuel to evolve? Everything changes. Your job, your relationships, even you. Take a moment to think, how are you different from who you were this morning? It might seem like nothing's changed, but every experience, every decision, every thought, it all adds up. And that means you're always evolving, always growing. Here's the reality, you can't predict the future. We all try to, but it's impossible. So instead of overanalyzing, ask yourself, am I happy today? Am I moving in the right direction? If the answer is yes, then you're doing fine. Trust your instincts and keep moving forward. Time is ticking. Every second, every minute, your life is passing by. Are you going to stay on the same path? Or will you choose the one that leads to your dreams? The choice is yours, but remember you have the power to change. You only live once, so why not live passionately? Take risks, and don't be afraid to fail. How would you know your true strength if you've never been tested? It's when you're at your lowest that you discover who you really are. And as long as you're breathing, you've got to keep pushing forward. It all starts with a thought. Changing your mind is the first step, and it's easier than you think. Don't complicate it. Who said change is hard? From the moment you were born, you've been changing, growing, evolving, and it doesn't have to take forever to turn your life around. Some people do it in an instant, and so can you. Remember, happiness isn't a destination, it's the journey. It's about pursuing something meaningful, not just reaching the goal. And the excuses? They're the enemy. The more you make, the less effort you'll put in. So stop waiting for the perfect moment. because that moment is right now. If you don't take action on what you've heard today, you'll miss your chance. Remember, nothing changes if nothing changes. The power is in your hands.